Hi y'all, welcome to this really slow, cozy evening yoga class. This is a really good class to do before bed. You could also even do it right in the morning if you're wanting a slow start to your day. Whatever feels best for you. We will be using a bolster today. You can use a couple pillows, or even if you want to use your comforter and roll it up or something like that, that's perfectly fine. But we'll just be using this to make some poses really gentle. We'll start lying on our backs today, scooting the hips forward and coming down onto our backs, walking the feet out to the edges of the mat and letting the knees fall in towards one another. Placing one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Breathing in deeply and exhaling. Again, breathing in. And exhale, let it go. Last time, breathing in and sinking a little bit deeper as you exhale. Gently bring the soles of the feet together and letting the knees fall out to the edges of the mat. Just coming into a gentle hip opener. The hands can stay on the belly, or you can bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling. If there is a lot of sensation in the hips, you can walk the feet forward a little bit and then open the knees out for a little bit more of a gentle stretch. Continuing a deep breath here. And just continue bringing your attention to this present moment. A lot of times at the end of the day, we have a lot going on in our head, but this is our time to unwind, relax, so that we can have a really deep sleep. Bringing the knees back to center. We'll scoot the hips over to the right, letting both knees fall over to the left. Now the arms will come to more of a T, palms still facing the ceiling. And you can look towards that right hand if the neck feels comfortable this evening. Again, breathing here. Using the breath as a tool to stay present. To allow the mind and body to slow down together. Slowly bringing the knees back to center. Scooting the hips to center, bending the knees towards the chest and rocking side to side for a moment. The hands can come outside of the knees or shins if that's okay. Placing the feet back down, we'll scoot the hips over to the left now, letting the knees fall to the right. Again, you can look towards that left hand if the neck feels open enough. If you haven't already, maybe closing the eyes or finding a soft gaze. Inhale the knees back to center. Scooting the hips back to center as well. Again, bending the knees towards the chest and rocking side to side. And rolling over onto either side, we'll push our way up to comfortable seated position. Using the bolster here to get into the lower back. A lot of times in yoga we do seated forward folds, but a lot of that is stretching the hamstrings. So this time we really want to stretch into the lower back. So bring the bolster up pretty high, or just stack a bunch of things under your knees. My feet don't touch, yours might not either, that's fine. And opening the knees a little bit wide, and then we'll just hang over the bolster. It might not feel like much, and that's okay.
We're really just trying to allow the back to naturally lengthen and relax. Continue using the breath to stay present. You might even breathe into the lower back. And as you exhale, allow the head to feel heavy, allowing gravity to help your stretch. One more breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Gently coming up through center.
Removing the bolster off to the side just for a moment so we can let the legs open up wide. So the legs will be in like a little pizza slice. It doesn't have to be a super wide angle. And since we have this prop here to use, you can use it in front of you. You can use it to let the head relax on it. You can also use it to rest the forearms on so the head can relax. Or you might have it out in front of you. Again, the forearms can relax and then the head can rest in the hands. Or if you have more room, the forehead can come onto the bolster. Being really gentle here, we don't need a super deep stretch. We're really focusing on the breath so that we can slow down the nervous system. Tapping into the parasympathetic system so that we can prepare for sleep. Three more breaths here. If there is a lot of sensation, just using the breath to stay calm and focused. On your next inhale, coming up through center, removing the bolster off to the side for a moment. And we'll bring the legs in front of us, scooting the hips forward. Bringing the bolster behind us now, coming into deer pose. So we'll let both knees fall over to the left side, and we'll bring the left hip up towards the bolster. Framing the bolster with both hands, inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, laying down on the bolster, allowing the left ear to relax. If that doesn't feel really good on the neck, you can take another blanket and create a little pillow for the head. One more breath here. Pushing back onto the hands. Reaching the knees towards the ceiling. The hands can come back and just windshield wiper the knees side to side a few times. And then let the knees fall over to the right. Now bringing the right side towards the bolster. Framing the bolster with both hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, now the right cheek comes onto the bolster or cushion or whatever you are using. Release the arms to wherever they're most comfortable so that the shoulders and neck can relax. One more breath here, inhaling and exhaling, pushing the hands, pushing through the hands and coming up to a seat, removing the bolster, pushing the knees towards the ceiling again, just rocking the knees side to side. And as we prepare for Savasana, we'll take the bolster and place it under the knees. This is a really good way to relax the lower back as we prepare for sleep. As you come down, letting the knees adjust to the bolster. You can even let the knees kind of roll out if that feels natural for you. And bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing the ceiling. Continue using the breath to slow down, to focus on the present moment, and to rest in Savasana. If you'd like to rest here longer, feel free to stay and pause the video. If you'd like to continue, just start bringing some gentle movements into the fingers and toes, rolling the head from one side to the other. Placing the feet on the bolster to bring the knees towards the chest and then roll over onto your left side. Slowly making your way up to comfortable seated position. You can even sit up on the bolster if you'd like. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Always know that the light and love within me is very, very honored and proud to witness the beautiful and unique light within each of you. Namaste.